10 all the way back at the 7. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
On play action, Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Lance going to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a play fake. Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks. Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Rashawn Gary racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Lance eluding the pressure right. This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
From the gun, Mayfield. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling right, the right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well, because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Mayfield. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Mayfield on play action. Steps away. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. At their own 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Mitchell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now they'll throw with Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for the Niners. Here's Lance to throw it. Touchdown! It's complete. Brandon Ayuk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Mayfield. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. King.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Right here. Check. Hey, alert 33. Pistol. 54.
Mayfield now from the 50. Throwing left side, it's complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
'49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. But for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach. Thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Here's Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield now. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 36. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, Lance. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Brandon Ayuk with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rip left. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50. Point it right. Silver. Hey, watch this. Joker. Big edge. Switch. Point it right.
Throwing, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Lance. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Lance looking to throw it. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Drop deep.
Regular.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Deep.
Hurry.
Switch.
Mayfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Let's go.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Both sevens and Mike. Both sevens and Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Rush in. Rush in.
Lance now on first down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, 48 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Run. Switch. Point it right.
Mayfield to throw it. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Go. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Watch the screen.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Niners. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Flush to his right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And the 49ers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now Lance. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Second down and goal. Lance. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He was brought down at the 26.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let's go. Let's go.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Shift.
A give to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And the 49ers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.